My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Slay the Spire. We're going to be playing, not the Daily Climb. We're going to be going for the Silent in Ascension 18. No. I had some paper in front of me and I gestured wildly to get it away so that I could focus on the game that's directly in front of me and accidentally tore it. Oops. Choose the right card to obtain. Ease. I'll take that, thank you. Alright, let's have a look at our paths. There's a 3 elite path maximum. There is no path that avoids all elites. There is, are a couple of paths that avoid most elites. Maximum I can get is 2 rests this floor though. Alright. It's Wraith form, right? Just not excited to pick it up. It's definitely the correct take there, but it's not going to contribute anything towards the... God, what a garbage draw. 2 strikes on the bottom of the deck? No, strike and neutralize. It's not going to contribute much to the kind of archetype that I want to build in this run. Let's talk about archetypes. I had this question recently. Ooh, yikes. Some bad turns, yo. Just give me lethal next turn. We've got some really garbage draws in this combat so far. Really? Wow! Good God! I'll take Quick Slash, I guess. I'm probably already dead. Wowzers. Let's talk about archetypes for a moment. I've had a question that was why in the current series I tend to focus very heavily on archetypes. And the primary reasoning for that is because I've done the high ascensions before with or rather, I've done the high ascensions in the Heartbreaker Chronicles with builds that kind of picked up things as they needed them, kind of like ad hoc additions to the deck. I'll take the control card. I'm dead if I do that. Heal 20, sweet. Need to extend the Wraith form, otherwise I'm probably dead in the next combat as well. I'm also probably already dead anyway. Can't play the Wraith form. It'll be playable in a couple turns' time, though. God. Oh, Wraith Form is next turn. Oh! Well, it's not. Thank heck it wasn't, because otherwise I would have died. I'm a Mori, negate the extra curses you obtain, as well as... Poison Stab. I need some damage right now. Heal, thank you. I've gotten healing events constantly here. The Courier, the Merchant restocks cards relative to potions and all prices decreased by 20%. Hello, Merchant. Well-laid plans so that I can hold the... so that I can hold the Wraith form of the right turn is perfect. And we'll remove another strike. I've been asked why I built the archetypes. And... part of that is because I want to get back to building thinner decks and go back to a little bit of a playstyle that I used to engage with a lot more commonly. The thin deck daddy playstyle, that kind of thing. But also because it feels like when you make thicker decks, a lot of the time you're making a deck that is like a jack of all trades, but a master of none. And things get really, really insane and bonkers when you embrace a single thing and go really, really hard on into it. Now, that doesn't always result in a win, but it always results in interesting runs when those all come together. And for that reason, like, it can be something that maintains my interest in the series, because I've played hundreds and hundreds of episodes of this. It can be a thing that helps me maintain my interest in the series to engage with different playstyles that I otherwise might not have, or to experience those kinds of extremely powerful builds occasionally that you can only really get when you focus heavily on a single type of thing. Upgrade the well-laid plans or the neutralize. I think I take the neutralize. It's a defensive option. I can't go for the leap, though. As much as I want to, I can't really afford to. Okay, so I weaken both of them. Two. So they both lose 2 damage. No. It's gonna be way better just to hit the top of the defense. It was whether or not I used Crippling Cloud that turn. Debate. Sweet. Choke Reflex Bane. Well, Bane does damage in this deck right now, so I'll take it. A lot of damage, in fact. Use the max HP happily. Alright, so I'm looking for another defend. Sweet. Managed to pick it up. Let's hold on to Bane, because Bane plus Poison Stab in a single turn is a ridiculous output of damage. Not enough to get me my kill, but it's okay. So I'm going to have to rest in the next position. This is going to be a garbage boss fight for us. Yeah, we're probably almost certainly dead as a result of that first combat that we had. Take a single skill. Rest here for safety's sake. 28. Alright. Poison Stab Bane in the opening hand, but Crippling Cloud Bane in the opening hand is really good as well. And he's weakened this turn, so I actually could take a direct hit. So what? We deal 21 damage with the Skewer. 21 threes, 24, 24. That's actually not enough unless I also use the Explosive Potion. I have to use the Explosive Potion then. Taking that 27 there was just going to guarantee that I died over the course of the run. So I weaken the enemy that turn because it actually, like, I take 3 damage for doing so, but the enemy also loses 3 damage, so I kind of get a wash. Hold on to Poison Stab here. Yeah, this deck isn't getting past this boss. At the very least, being able to hold to defend constantly is pretty good. Main Skewer happily. I would hold Wraith Form, but if I play the Wraith Form, like, because I don't have ramping poison or anything like that, if I play the Wraith Form, I'm just dead. That much I can do about that. Quick Slash, probably get Bane next turn, hopefully. If I don't put the enemy on the ground next turn, I'm already dead, so. Yeah. We were dead, whether or not we defended there. Alright. Yeah, that run's kind of just a throwaway right there. The ridiculous amount of damage we took early resulted in us having to hit a bunch of rests instead of upgrades, so we couldn't really get any more powerful before we got to the boss. We also didn't really have anything that was really good at boss fighting. Okay, there's 2 elites, 3 rests. I do like that. There's a bunch of question marks on that path as well. I can even duck out for another elite at the very end if I feel comfortable with it. I'm gonna take my 100 gold and move. Here's hoping that one of the early shops turns... early question marks turns out to be a shop. That'll justify the 100 gold pickup there. I didn't want to take a, choose a card selection and then get a bunch of cards that I intended never to take. Take a Dagger Spray, give myself a little bit of AoE for the deck. 50 gold as well. There's a shop. Ninja Scroll. Start each combat with 3 shivs in your opening hand. It's pretty powerful. But Sling of Courage plus Finisher already gives me a way to start killing bosses. Well, elites. I'm going to be hunting Elite Sith Floor. So that pickup effectively was... Yes, but I'm mad about it. Wow, that's a really good hand. That's the best opening hand we could have had. Oh my gosh. So this is effectively an investment in just killing the Elite Sith Floor. And then hoping that those return dividends. Take a backflip happily. First upgrade has to go on neutralize. Alright. Yeah, this is where it's going to feel bad that I don't have the dagger spray anymore. Neutralize, strike, finisher, survivor in the same hand would be nice. Oh, look. So it happens. Now that the frontliner is down, I can only take a maximum of 10 damage in a single turn, so double defends are totally viable turns for us. I've got a lot of defense left in the deck, so I should be able to double defend a lot of these turns. Yeah, it's 24 if I went all out, so... Correct to hit those defends. Hopefully I get double strike this turn would be nice. Yeah, the worst case scenario, I was actually about to say it, is finisher being the only card in my hand. Because it accomplishes absolutely nothing. Yeah. A single dagger spray would be so ridiculous. Oh. God, I want a dagger spray in this deck right now. Double defend next hand at the very least, so I already know that I'm safe. Sweet. So 18, and we get a relic after this. Gremlin Horn, whenever an enemy dies, gain an energy and draw a card. Really good. And Rid of Holes. That is a ridiculous boss killer for us with the Sling of Courage. Sorry, a ridiculous elite killer for us. Yeah, okay. Could have done less damage on that turn, so I guess I'm grateful. By Jawworm, and hello to Strength Potion and Footwork. Oh, yes. More bank. Whenever you climb a floor, gain 12 gold. No longer works when you spend any gold at a shop. We will rest here happily. Sweet. Gremlin Horn goes down. I take Oldie Smooth Stone. Started combat with 1 dex as well as another finisher. All that attack gives us a little bit of AoE though. I need some AoE in the deck. That's going to be here's a great example of why I need some AoE in the deck, by the way. Could have played the footworks there. Oops. Good thing I picked up that card. This would have been a terrifying room. Attack potion, second riddle with holes, second finisher. Take the second riddle with holes. Just jump to another elite here as well. Don't need to play anything this turn. Get my footwork out at the very least, so I can open up with Riddle with Holes as well as weaken for the second turn after. It's not bad. Ideally, I save attack potion until the turn that I have a finisher in hand. It's not even a really good turn for combat, so no. We'll block this turn attack. Both Riddle with Holes are in the same hand here, but that's okay. We still deal a bunch of damage. Great. No damage taken. Ornamental Fan. Every time we play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 4 block, as well as Terror obviously goes in this deck. Let's upgrade it. Sweet. Okay. So this deck now has a little bit of an identity, but it's a garbage identity, so we'll be looking for more after the Hexaghost. Damn. Shuffle that back into my deck. Don't necessarily want to. Okay, we're taking 6 damage in order to deal 20. Yes. Every Riddled Holes is going to be really important for me to play. Alright. Attack Potion gives us... We'll take the dash. Happily. Good defense that turn. These Riddled Holes, like, in Venom, is the obvious thing that I want after this boss to support that build. But I don't know if I actually want to support that build, so it's a bit difficult. This turn is going to be pretty harsh. Alright, now with all of these upgraded burns in the deck, we are going to have some serious issues. Okay. One from dead, and we're probably just dead here, right? Would have taken the neutralized draw this turn to really help us. I mean, Riddled Holes does it this turn. With the strike. Alright, well, we're still alive for some reason. Fairy in a Bottle, as well as Wraithform, Phantasmal Killer, and Glass Knife. Wraithform keeps us alive. Phantasmal Killer obviously ridiculously enhances our damage. And Glass Knife is a lot of damage by itself. All of these are viable options. Wraithform has a little bit of an edge here, because playing Wraithform gives me an extra energy next turn, because it'll probably occupy most of the energy in a single turn for me, so the Art of War triggers for the next turn. So it helps me get more aggressive. But the problem is Ascension 18 is not the time to be aggressive, so this feels weird. Ectoplasm. Gain energy at the start of your turn, you can no longer gain gold. Giving my enemies 1 strength, considering the fact that I'm aggressive, is not a good idea. So I'll take Ectoplasm, which means the more bank is now garbage. So I'll probably purchase something in the absolute first store that I see. I may want to just take a safe path this floor. So I'm looking for paths with a lot of upgrades. There's an elite free path that has a fair few upgrades over here on the left. The thing is, like, the Sling of Courage is supposed to be here so that I can fight a bunch of elites. So immediately veering away from that obviously doesn't bode well for the run. Really like some Shiv generating cards so I can actually benefit from the finisher I put in the deck. You gave me both Riddle with Holes in a turn where you know I can't play them. Evil. Did not want to discard that finisher. But the finisher only mattered more than a strike if I played 2 attacks that turn, so. Endless Agony totally works for the sake of the Ornamental Fan. We'll be taking it. Fruit Juice, hell yeah, I'll get my 5 max HP and then take a regen potion as well. That is probably the best result I could have gotten there. Obviously can't open with a Wraith Form. I don't even have 4 attacks, so I can't take an enemy down here. I'll start the regen potion because I'm very likely to be in this combat the entire time of its usage. On the ground. Riddle with Holes puts an enemy on the ground immediately. Let's do that. And start upon another enemy. Lock all out attack. Gives me an extra card. And that extra card exhausts. Beautiful. Riddle with Holes kills the... no one. But if I do this, I kill the both of them. Regen Potion, neat! And a Piercing Wail, sweet. Great defensive option for the deck. Terra obviously has to go on the backliner here. That said, I have to focus on the Cultist first. Again, I'll start the Regen Potion because I'm pretty likely to need it. Didn't need to play that defend because I had the Ornamental Fan going off. I should have known that. A lot more dazeds in there than I would like. Oh well. Turn resolved pretty well for us. This one, though, looks like it will resolve significantly less well. I'm also weakened, basically, until Doomsday. Oh. Yeah, this is Wraithful. Probably should have taken the 2 damage there rather than playing the defend and getting the daze in my deck, because it makes it, yeah, more inconsistent for me to get the finisher in the right turn. A lot of damage you're proposing there, friends. I'm not even vulnerable. Absolute madman. There's the Envenom I was asking for. Well... this is awkward. I mean, the second part of this does count as an elite combat. So from that perspective, maybe it's worth doing. Vulnerable though. Yikes. Do I think I need it? It's the question I've got to ask myself, right? Do I think I need to do this fight upcoming? I think I do. Because I'm worried if we don't, we just lose overall. A little bit slower, but we still lose. Getting Wraithform in the opening hand there was not good. So 23, 8, 8, 6, 6, so 12. Yeah, I can kill the frontliner. And in doing so, set myself up for a lot of damage on the backliner, and the multi-hit. Yeah, the riddle with holes is still in the deck. Sweet. So that was actually not even that difficult for us to do. We got Birthface Urn as well as Kunai. Whenever you play 3 attacks in single turn, gain 1 dex. Yes, this is now a Shiv kind of build. Dagger Spray is interesting, but I think I need the leg sweep. The deck does not have enough defense yet. Not even slightly. Envenom, Wraith Form, and Footwork all need to be upgraded. Envenom needs to be upgraded so that it's playable, though. This next point of dex for me. Hell yes! I mean, this deck has kind of quickly turned a corner. And now it's really good. Okay. Goodbye, Snacko. Hello. Cloak and Dagger add to my deco. Beautiful pickup right there. Yes. Extremely valuable pickup. We need to upgrade this Wraith Form as well. Next return of intangibility out of it. Ancient T-set. Whenever you enter a rest site, start the next combat with 2 extra energy. I want to go up here now so that I can hit this extra rest. It does require that I fight an elite though. I mean, it killed a target for me, saving me 14 HP. It's pretty damn powerful there. It's fine if I overkill. Be nice to get that Wraith Form out as well for the little bit of healing the Birthface Urn will give us a result. So Footwork Wraith Form this turn? I was really not expecting that to actually work. Not defending myself and playing the Wraith Form there still heals me for 1 from the Birthface Urn, right? On the balance of things. Wow, I cannot find my aggressive cards for the life of me right now. My Taskmaster. Matryoshka. The next 2 non-boss chests you open contain 2 relics, as well as Eviscerate. Die. Probably die for a little bit more AoE. Deck is kind of still lacking that. Gold does nothing for me, and the Gremlin Visage could instantly dunk my run into the trash can, so rather than having my run in the trash can, I'm just going to avoid that. Bird goes on the ground. I don't get my Footwork out that turn, unfortunately. But Bird goes on the ground, making it a lot easier to kill. Hell yeah! Ultra Weaken! How about some lethal? No? Well, I'd say Wraith Form and a defend then. In a pinch if you have it. Okay, I'm not weakened this turn, so Endless Agony should be lethal. Entropic Brew, fill your empty potion slots with random potions. Bouncing Flask. No. I'll take a single deflect though. Rest in this position, and now I have to decide whether I go for the elite. So it can't be the Gremlins. Sorry, it can't be the Slavers. Can be the Gremlin fight. Am I good against the Gremlin fight? With the all-out attack and die in the deck, I feel kind of comfortable with it. Finisher is also kind of good for that. Book of Stabbing. How do I feel against Book of Stabbing? Pretty good, actually. Got a lot of weakness in the deck. This is obviously not the ideal turn, but okay. Take 12. All right. I don't actually have to use the Piercing Wail this turn, so I'm going to leave it in the deck because it's really, really potent later as well. It's full defense this turn, and then a likely kill next. Buy Book of Stabbing, and hello to the Toxic Egg. When I get a skill card to your deck, upgrade it, as well as... I could take Concentrate here, but I don't have much draw in the deck. I could take Deadly Poison. No. It's probably Quick Slash, actually. I need a little bit more draw, and a draw that doesn't attack so that it increments the Kunai and the Ornamental Fan is totally viable. I do need some more upgrades, but I worry if I take an upgrade in this position, I lose. So I'm gonna rest. Ooh, that's an opening turn right there. Hell yes. So we actually get to start knocking in a bunch of poison there. We didn't even get our AoE cards that turn, which is perfect. We didn't want them that turn. Piercing Wail. Oh. The game is very much giving me everything that I need right now, and I'm super all about it. More shivs. More shiv support would be perfect. I could have thrown the vulnerability on the Torch Head, but it's more important that I leave it on the Collector so that I deal more damage over the course of this entire run. With this entire fight, sorry. I'm getting debuffed this turn. Vulnerability, frailty, and weakness. Sweet. It's looking good. Definitely the right turn for Wraith Form. Now I just go absolutely berserk against the back line while I can. I'm also getting decks back at the same rate that I'm losing it right now, so it's not like I'm in an awful position with the Wraith Form played early either. The Collector down. Well. Dex Potion. Probably better than an Entropic Brew that only gives me 2 potions. After Image, whenever you play a card, gain 1 block. More than happy to take that. I need the energy here. Busted Crown, gain energy at the start of your turn. Future card awards have 2 less cards to choose from. I can't take the Velvet Choker because that already kills me. So I'll take the Busted Crown. I'm not too pleased about that because I have the Toxic Egg, and Toxic Egg would upgrade all of the Shiv cards that I'm looking for. But... I'm avoiding all elites this floor. There are elites that I simply cannot kill. Giant Head comes to mind. A bad draw against a Reptomancer comes to mind. So, let's think about the finisher. So I'm going to play 2 attacks before finisher, so 8 and 6, so 14, and then another 8 makes that 22, so you'll be a couple from dead. And then the finisher will have 4 attacks played before it, so it'll do 24 damage by itself. So if I drop, 24... If I drop 8 HP from you, I should now be able to kill that Exploder. The finisher... We get an extra strikeout, which gets me an extra point of dex. Time Eater is going to be a problem if I do actually end up pivoting entirely into a Shiv deck. So we do need to consider that. Can't play any more cards here. I have to be intangible if I want to fight this spiker. It's got 13. It hits me back 13 every single time I attack it. So intangibility is the only way that I can really afford to. Swift potion, not better than that. Dex potion, deadly poison, not better than not having it right now. I do have to keep my eye on the ornamental fan. I keep forgetting it, and as a result, I keep taking a lot more damage than I really ought. And that's an Orb Walker down. We've managed to heal up the small amount of damage that I took last fight. Energy potion is nice, but not necessary. Skewer is okay, but not necessary. Riding Mass is awful, and I'm mad that I have to fight it. I can't afford to hit it this time. 16 block. Oh, great. I just get a curse in my deck now. Sweet. I wanted my point of dex from the kunai. This is always going to be a garbage fight for us. Malleable enemy only gets worse and worse, frankly. Gonna need these turns of intangibility and then just go as hard on damage as I possibly can. I have to ignore the possibility that it puts the curses in my deck because I don't have time, frankly, to be concerned with that. That was pretty clearly the wrong ordering, though. Well, it put a parasite in my deck, and I just got to deal with that. Crippling Cloud, pre-upgraded. Thank you. Speaking of a pre-upgraded Crippling Cloud here. It's difficult not to play Die Die Die, so I'll play that and Piercing Wail so that I can full defense. One target down, giving me a couple more cards to play with. Very little investment needs to happen on the front liner here, so AoE card is obviously the best way to do it, speaking of. Sweet! Good fight. Not taking another quick slash though. No, they will scale much faster than we will. Sucks to have to do that, but they will scale so much more quickly than we do. Take the after image upgrade is a great defensive option. Piercing Wail is really good here. Infinite Blades is bad in the final fight, but good in all fights up until then. Add 5 random attacks to your draw pile. They cost 0 this combat. I actually think maybe that's a great idea. So we'll take Metamorphosis and Piercing Wail. And then a card removal on the curse. Let's upgrade the footwork. I mean, this is interesting. I don't know if it'll beat the... Ooh, neat. Barjot, start his combo with 1 strength. Hell yes. I don't know if this will beat the Time Eater. It's going to be interesting to watch. Backstab, Eviscerate. Ooh, double multiple stab and Eviscerate. Interesting. That's a pretty significant output of damage we've just put into our deck there. We need some things like, some more things rather, like backstab and draw. That becomes a target for me. This will deal 9 damage back to me, but then gains 4 and it gains block. No, I don't play the full-out attack yet. It's too expensive. Masterful Stab, rough. Well, the other Masterful Stab that got shuffled into the deck is now kind of unplayable. Oh, there it is. Terror plus that Eviscerate was great. Alright. And all-out attack for the kills. Strength Potion. Do I take that over a Fairy in a Bottle? I suspect not. A lot of damage for us, though. No, but our boss fights are 1 with Envenom. They aren't 1 with that. We'll take a deflect, though. I want more back flap. Flaps. Back flap. I want more backflips in the deck. It's the immediate thing that I desperately want. Gets me a bunch of defense whilst also being a bunch of offense. I mean, it's neat. Well, not offense, a bunch of draw, and I need that draw for my offense. Muddled my points there. Enemy is still incapable of dealing damage this turn, so no need for the Piercing Wail. Save that in the deck for later. Sweet. Piercing Wail is really good against the Time Eater. Time Eater does a bunch of different attacks that are multi-hits. Wraithform is too quick here, but the problem is if I don't play Wraithform now, I never get to play Wraithform, and it definitely needs to be played overall in this combat. I don't like it, but I think that's correct. Hopefully I draw really aggressive now. That's not what I wanted. A whole turn of ours just got wasted with 2 Piercing Wails that... Great defense. Can't use them. That was really bad. My intangibility is now gone. I have no decks. Alright. Playing the Wraithform was correct, but god, that draw was not fun. Second leg sweep. Huge, huge pickup. Deck of 36 cards, having the extra leg sweep there for the extra weakness is... I actually can't even explain how important that is to me. Thought I was going to have enough for a cooking cloud there for some reason. Alright. I can't use all-out attacks. All-out attacks literally just kill me. The problem is the Exploder is also going to go off in a turn's time now. Because I'm not getting back to this point of the deck. Yeah, the Exploder in the back line is going to go off in a turn's time. So unless I get Wraithform this hand, we're going to take 30 damage. Or... you skill for the kill. I don't even have a natural Skewer in my deck, so Metamorphosis gave me that. scarcely appreciate it more. Grand finale. I only take 1 damage this turn in order to get that spiker out. The strike and the spiker. Wraith Form's left in the deck. There's also an Eviscerate in there, which is neat. Alright. We're good. We're good now. So rests for the extra 18 HP it gives us. Drink the Dex Potion. This is going to be an interesting fight. Piercing Wail on turn 1, hell yeah. It's a really good turn. I want to play 6 or probably 3 cards this turn. 3. Leaves me with the ability to play 3 cards next turn. Well, I will only play those 3 then. I'm not playing Wraith Form yet. Way too early to do that. Crippling Cloud and Piercing Wail. I would Cloak and Dagger, but it's so many cards played in order to get very little effect here, because it doesn't even give me anything from Kunai. Metamorphosis gives us 2 copies of Unload, an Eviscerate, a Flying Knee, and an All-Out Attack. Those are really good pickups there, actually. It's going to continue the weakness on the enemy. 3 or 6 cards next turn again. So this is 3. Actually, no, it's not even 3. Vulnerability. Rough. Wow, so this has to be an aggressive turn? Alright, well, I only play 4 of these. So it's definitely Eviscerate, Unload, All-Out Attack, and a Strike. And then the 2 Endless Agonies go back in my deck. Alright. It's All-Out Attack, Unload, and die. Why did I order it like that? It's fine. Applying the weakness to the enemy is also a good move there, because the enemy was about to run out of weakness, but that was dumb. Alright, well, I guess it's Wraith Form time. I didn't want to apply Terror until the enemy was already, like, split, but... kind of have to. Four cards to play this turn. It's my final turn of intangibility as well. I play 3 here so that I can get the Kunai incremented. Enemy is going to purge itself this turn. You can play 3 this turn as well, actually. Myself another point of dex just to offset the dex loss that we're picking up. So I've only got 5 here. I can play 5 cards this turn, sure. Sweet. Taking a hell of a lot of damage though. Play out the rest of my hand here as well. 4 cards in the next hand. I've got card reduction though, so... well, never mind. I do play 4 cards this turn. (13, 13), and then I'm dead. Get revived, 6 HP. And now I'm dead again. That was not too far from successful. Good lord. If I drew a leg sweep that turn, we could have won. Like, the Wraith form kept us alive for a ridiculous period of time. Also, drawing another Piercing Whale at the right time would have been good there. We got great results from Metamorphosis. Can't complain. Really can't complain. More Shiv support would have been nice, but more Shiv support also would have screwed me in that final fight. Like, it would have made it a lot harder for me. So, yeah. Well, not bad, as far as I'm concerned. I don't think that went all bad. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.